All right, principles of business class. So we are pretty much wrapped up with the marketing mix. All right, product. You need to have a solid product, right? You need to know what that product is going to look like, what it's going to feel like. Could be a service, right, etc. Product, price. You need to know how you're going to price the product, right? Making it accessible to your consumer base. Also, maybe attractive to a consumer base. All right. Finally, we have two more, right? Place. That's the distribution. How are we going to get the product to the different locations or to the consumer base? How are we going to get that product to them? And then finally, promotion. How are they going to hear about it, right? How are we going to communicate with the consumer, right? The consumer base that we are looking for. So I'm going to assign the marketing mix assignment. I really want to get this done. I know we're not doing this in the classroom, right? But I will be extending Zoom meetings throughout this. I'm going to give you guys all next week to work on this. I will allow you to work in groups if you would like, right? If you think that would be too difficult, and you're not able to communicate with other people easily, and you want to do it on your own, I think that's fine as well, right? If you want to do it on your own, it should not be a ton of extra work, really. This should be something that you guys enjoy. You get to create your own fast food product at any fast food restaurant that you would want. It could be something goofy, it could be something serious, it could be something that you think would be a really big hit. Again, think about the geography. I know a lot of people think about Maryland and the special foods that we have around here. I'll give you an example of that. All right, if you've been to McDonald's recently, during Lent they have the Filet-O-Fish option. In Maryland and around the Chesapeake Bay, they actually have the Filet-O-Fish Old Bay option, right? And you don't get that option in all the states, right? You don't get that in the Midwest. You don't get that up in New York. You can't get, an Old Bay option for the Filet-O-Fish. So that's just the reason they did that was they knew that people in Maryland really like Old Bay, and that would probably increase the amount of people buying the product. So there's a lot of different things that you can think about when you're creating your own project. So I'm going to read through this. Who doesn't like fast food? In 2004, 35,000 people were asked what they had eaten in the previous 24 hours, when they ate, and where the food was prepared. Overall, one quarter of Canadians reported that they had eaten something from a fast food outlet in the last 24 hours. Among teenagers, 14 to 18, the proportion was one-third. Men aged 19 to 30 were the most likely to get fast food on the go, and 39% of them had done so on the day that they were interviewed. So this is just trying to lead you towards, hey, look, men 19 to 30 are the most likely consumer base to go out and purchase fast food, right? Just statistically speaking, right? Teenagers 14 to 18, one-third of them went out and got fast food within the last 24 hours, right? A marketing mix is ever important for each new product that fast food restaurants introduce to their menus. With the changing food habits and trends, fast food restaurants need to make sure that they are meeting the needs and wants of their consumers on all different aspects. This includes product, price, promotion, and place, the 4 Ps. With a small group, up to 3 people, so again, you guys can have up to 3 people if you'd like, all right? You just need to let me know, all right? You can send me an email letting me know who's in your group, all right? You can have 2 people if you'd like. If you just want to do partners, that's totally fine. All right. Just do me a favor. If someone does ask you as well, right? You have 2 people asking you. Try to make a group of 3. Make that work out, or ask the other person if they can find someone else. If they can't, then they're more than welcome to join your group. Just be open, please, during this. All right. I don't want there to be issues with this. If there is an issue, right? You don't have a partner. You want a partner, whatever it might be. I can help you out, right? Again, I'll do these Zoom meetings. I can help you come up with ideas, whatever it might be. All right, I'm looking to help you guys here. I love this project. I know of a lot of places that you can look for help with this as well. So I will give those to you during the Zoom meetings. All right. So again, up to 3 people. All right. You have the opportunity to create a new product for a well-known fast food restaurant listed below. You don't have to choose one of these right here, right? So you see they have the restaurants right here. You can choose any fast food restaurant you want, right? But it does have to be a fast food restaurant, okay? Take some advice from The Apprentice show that you finished watching. We did not watch that show. You and your group will pitch your idea to the board of directors. You will not be doing that. You guys will be creating a video, right, on this, and I will help you with that. but yeah, you could say that you're pitching it to the board of directors, sure, of that fast food restaurant, all right, and they will determine whether or not to go ahead with your product. You may choose to put together a PowerPoint to display your information collected. Be creative, have some fun, all right. Here's the learning goals, great. So instructions. First, your group, whoever, is going to choose a fast food restaurant. So what's the restaurant that you choose? Brainstorm some potential product ideas, finalize your choice. All right, so now you have to go through the product mix. So branding, you have to have all of these ideas down. Branding, create a product name and description. Get a picture to represent what the product will look like. So you can find a picture online. You can, you can create a drawing. Right now, I'd be careful with that. Right, you don't want to just use Notability and just use, I've had people just give me scribble before and they didn't get a very good grade. So I would suggest you try to find a real picture online, or here's what some people have done. They've actually created their product and taken a picture of it, and those people that have actually made their product have gotten some extra points here. So that's the first thing you need to do. Packaging. You can draw a picture. You can do a computerized version. You can create an actual package of how this product will be packaged and presented to the customer. So, think about it. If you get a cheeseburger from McDonald's, it's wrapped in a yellow wrap. It's wrapped in yellow wrapping, right? If you get a Big Mac, it's in a cardboard box, right? If you get a sandwich from Chick-fil-A, it's in the foil wrapper. Sometimes they're in the cardboard container, right? So think about the packaging. That is important, right? How is it going to be presented to the customer, right? If you don't talk about the wrapping, right, I'm assuming that the customer's just getting it without wrapping, which can't happen, right? Research, who are the main competitors? Who's the main competitors of your company, but who's the main competitor as far as this product is concerned, okay? So, if you're creating a fish product, right, and you say, Chick-fil-A is my main competitor, and they don't even offer fish, I'm not sure if that's true, right, then that's not really your competitor, right? You're only competing with people that offer fish products, right? So just think about that as well, okay? Any trends happening right now in demographics, right? Right now, you can probably look to see if there's any trends. What are people eating right now during the pandemic, right? That might be something that you want to cater to, right? Are people eating more? Are they, or do they care about their weight right now? What's hot right now? What are people eating? All right, and then you're going to do the place mix, right? So physical distribution, storage, inventory management. All right, look. Basically, how does this product get to the store, right? So, I'm not looking for crazy specifics here, but I do want you to talk about a distribution chain, right? Does McDonald's, do they get their food from local farmers? Probably not, right? They probably get their food from a wholesaler. So it goes from producer, right? The producer of the meat, the producer of the grains, the producer of the bread, whatever it is. That producer goes from producer to wholesale to retail to consumer, right? Retail being the actual restaurant itself, right? So you just need to explain the distribution channel of the fast food restaurant. I just gave you a massive hint there. Really not a ton. Okay, I'm not asking you to actually go through and tell me who the farms are that are going to get the potatoes for the fries and things like that. I'm not asking you for all that. All right? I'm just asking you what is a logical channel for distributing fast food. Okay. If you have questions about that, meet with me on a Zoom meeting. All right. Pricing mix. Choose a price for your new product. What type of pricing strategy did you use? Explain. I mentioned about Taco Bell and how, I think I mentioned this. I was talking to somebody about this. I think it was the class. I'm losing my mind. Taco Bell, this was in the last time that we talked when we were talking about promotion, I believe. Okay. No, it was on the Zoom meeting, so most of you probably didn't hear it. All right, anyway, Taco Bell, when they come out with a new product, they normally put that new product, whatever it is. Recently they had like a triple chalupa thing, right? I forget what it was called. Let's call it the triple chalupa right now. They put it in a box, right? In their box, a triple chalupa box they call it, right? And it'll come with a taco. It'll come with a triple chalupa. It'll come with the cinnamon twists. It'll come with a drink, right? Sometimes it comes with 2 other tacos in there. But they promote it so that you get this box for $5. You get the triple chalupa, plus you get 2 tacos, a drink, and the cinnamon twist for this great value price, right? Well, again, that gets people actually eating this new product and trying it for the first time. Right? I've done that before. So what is the individual price going to be? Is there a bundle that you have? Is there a special? Is there going to be a discount because there's Mother's Day coming up or whatever it might be? How are you going to price this product? if you're using something like crab meat, right, or if you're using something expensive, right, like the new steak sandwich, it's high grade steak, whatever it might be, right. You got to be careful, right? You can't price it too low, because if the product is expensive to make, the price needs to be higher. You need to make sure you are actually making a profit. So there's a lot that goes into it, and that's part of the place mix as well. Is how much is this stuff going to cost, right? So you have to have an idea of that in your mind. Try to use you have to use one of the pricing strategies. So if you're like, what do you mean? Go back to the video that I have on my YouTube channel, pricing strategies. Okay, you have to use one of those pricing strategies, right? Or multiple pricing strategies. The more you use, the better, probably, right? Not the more you use, but you should probably be using one or two of those. Okay, and then promotion mix, advertising. You're going to create two of the following, right? Either a magazine ad, a TV commercial, infomercial, billboard, direct mail, radio ad, right? Can be taped or live. Can be taped or live for all of those things. The TV commercial can be taped, right? Well, since we're not going to be in class, all these things are going to need to be taped. But you will have to have a TV commercial, right? Could be an infomercial. You have to have a billboard, a direct mail. Just choose two of these, right? You can do a radio ad. We've had people do that before. I want there to be... You don't have to do a TV commercial, but I strongly suggest that you do a TV commercial, okay? It can just be sound, right? Just music with a video. It can be you talking, right, over something, right, that's broadcasting, whatever. Be creative with it, okay? Have fun, right? And then for B, you have to create one of the following types of sales promotions. So a sales coupon card, a promotional card, buy 7, get 1 free. If you guys have ever seen, sometimes you get them at snowball stands, right? It's like, hey, if you get 10 snowballs, you get the 10th one free, right? So they use the hole puncher, right? That's a promotion card. Or a sales flyer or a product sample, right? Well, we don't have samples. We're not going to be in class together. But if you have a video of you making it, right, that will count, right? You can, do something that shows you doing it. That can be a product sample, right? And then finally, putting it all together, take your information and put it together in an effective pitch that outlines the marketing mix sections above. PowerPoints are suggested but not required. If you want to do a poster board, you can do that. If you have an idea and you're not sure, right, connect with me. You can either email me asking me or join us at one of the optional Zoom meetings. All right. So this is what you're going to be doing: creating a fast food product. This is for helping you collect information, all right? So product mix, branding, product name, image of product, description, all right? These are things that you need. You can write who's going to do these if you're in a group, right? Who's going to do each section. Make sure that if a person does a section, if they don't do it well, right? You don't have to just be like, well, he did this section, right? He just drew a terrible picture of the product, right? I think we could have done better. You guys got to check each other. So if someone doesn't do their part or doesn't try very hard, right, and you notice that, don't settle for that, right? Let that person know, hey, this is, find a real picture or whatever. Give them your criticism, and if someone in your group criticizes you, right, take that criticism and do better, right? I want you guys to have fun with this assignment. I think in the past students have had fun with this assignment. I told you that this is probably the loudest I've ever had students. When we had the guy show the advertisement the one time, it was fantastic. So I want you guys to have fun with this. All right, the packaging, research, you can use this sheet how you want, right? I'm not asking you to fill this in, right? This is just for you. The way that you are going to be getting it done, again, is right here. It says putting it all together, take information, you're just doing an effective pitch, right? That outlines the marketing mix sections above. So you need to have all of these, right? You have to have maybe a slide or 2 or 3 on product mix, right? Probably 1 slide on place mix, 1 or 2 slides on pricing mix, right? And then promotion mix, right? You can have PowerPoint slide, whatever you want, right? If you want to embed a video onto the PowerPoint, that could work as well. But you should also have the promotion mix in here, which is the creation of the advertisements and the sales promotion. All right. If you guys have questions, I will open up a Zoom meeting. All right, multiple Zoom meetings. All right. You guys are gonna be working on this for the end of this week, and it will be due at the end of next week. If you need an extension if you have a lot of work going on. Again, I need communication from you guys. But I want you guys to be working on, a little bit of this each day, half hour to an hour each day. Should get you guys to where you need to be. All right? I will talk to you soon. Hope everyone is doing well.